road to victory, we compete with the best, with ourselves. Making the most of every second, every corner. We fight, we push the limits. Be it sweat or tears, barriers or curves, together we race, and stronger we rise.
Five lights will illuminate when they go out.
2022 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia begins now.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome along to of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia for 2022. We're back in Zhuzhou here in China for rounds 7 and 8. A little bit of a change to what we were expecting this weekend. For operational reasons, we have 2 races rather than 3, and they will both be today. So you have a double dose of what is going to be the denouement, the finale of this brilliant season. The fact that we've only got 2 races means we've already got a champion in the overall classes, and we'll get to that in a moment or two's time, after we've looked at the highlights from last time out. Well, we were here at Zhuzhou a couple of weekends ago, and as usual, the black and yellow car from pole position, the 777 Zhuzhou Racing Liu Ye driven machine, was the car to beat. Behind him, everybody was trying very, very hard indeed. Sadly, for the number 65 in the hands last race weekend of Zhuzhou, there was a little bit of damage. There'd been a huge accident on the first race, which is why you can see some oil dry on the track. Even the teammates were getting in on the act. The Kilo in the number 99 car side by side there with his teammate. There's that oil dry to driver's left there. 5-6 cars involved in that for the first race. The second race, much cleaner. Usual script at the front, but that didn't mean that there was any less racing going on behind. Ewan Bourne, the 718, the black, red, white car, having a great scrap with Daniel Liu when long, trying to keep his championship hopes alive. 66 Min Hung in the Toro racing car, having a good battle with Bian Ye from Team Shanghai Yonder. That kept us interested all the way through. As usual on the second races of the weekend, it was all down to who had the best tyres left, and even on old tyres, it was a record-extending 6th consecutive victory for Liu Ye.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jade Lin. Welcome to round 7 of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2022. We are coming to you live from Zhuzhou International Circuit. Join me now on the racetrack. We have Senior Manager, One Make Series, Mr. Dario Garcia. Hey Dario, good to have you again today. Wow, I'm so excited. So, before the race start, I want to ask you, what's your expectation for the finale?
Actually, that's something that is mega cool, and it happens at some point in the season. Is we have one of our talent pool, Luo Kailuo, is on pole for both races, so that shows that it's very exciting to have one of the young drivers at the top for the 2 races. Of course, during the quali, the conditions were changing, but he did a perfect job, and we had Lin Kang on pole already ahead of Leo. I think it was in Tianjin, and now we have Luo Kuai-luo, so the talent pool is fighting hard, and Leo is not 100% unbeatable, I would say. So that's mega.
Yeah, Yeah, it seems like we still have a lot of expectations for us to expect, like to keep us entertained, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
I say, so it seems like there's still plenty to keep us entertained for all categories, right?
Yes, definitely. I mean, in the street championship, the battle is very high overall. Also, the difference of experience between the drivers is getting shorter and shorter. But I have to say that having once again the young drivers on top and maybe claiming a victory today, that would be the cherry on the cake for the program. And but I say that because we want to support the young drivers. We want to be a platform that pushes these talents up, and definitely the work pays off. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you for your time, Dario.
My
Thank you
pleasure,
very much. Okay, now we're gonna check out our drivers. Stay tuned.
Jade down on the grid there for the final two races of the 2022 Porsche Carrera Cup season. If you are just joining us, a big hello. Great to be with you. My name's John Hindhaugh. This afternoon we have two races for you. This is round 7 of 8 rounds this weekend. And one or two drivers not making the final races. We'll go through that in a little while. And a new driver on pole position. However, that does not affect the championship. Leo Ye doesn't get pole position, but with 54 points and all those wins behind him, 6 consecutive race wins, a new record, a continuing record, an extending record for the season. Leo Ye is our overall champion. It's much closer in Pro-Am, with 125 to 118 in the favour of Louet, and Bao Xinlong trying to push him along. No Tang Robin this weekend, so it's going to be left to the Kwong brothers to fight it out. 7 points between those two cars. Make that 9 points between those two drivers. Bit of sibling rivalry there. A first pole position on the season for Luc Hilo for Toro Racing. That very lovely crimson and dark grey machine. Sitting down on that coveted first spot of the grid. That'll give him the outside run into turn 1. And how is our now champion-elect, I think we can call him, Leo Ye for Zhuzhou Racing. How is he going to react? Let's find out what the pole sitter thinks.
Hello everyone, we're going to have a chat with Luo Kailuo from Toro Racing. Hello, congratulations. It's your first pole position with the PCCA, right? How do you feel right now?
It feels good. This weekend we have a good car, and my feeling is also good, so we got the pole position. And actually I can maybe gain a lot, maybe have more time in qualifying. I think I can do faster, but actually for now it's a race. Let's focus on the win.
Okay. So finger crossed for you. Good luck for today's race.
Actually, he had another good lap going in that number 99 Toro Racing car, but just went off the track, and that therefore was not allowed by the stewards. Or he would have had an even quicker lap, I think, although his second quickest lap was good enough for pole position for the race final later on today. And it is today, by the way. Slight change of schedule here. So get yourself onto the Facebook page for all the details there. Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. And that will give you the rundown. The weather here, a very pleasant 21 Celsius with, again, an 85% chance of staying dry. That's how we always like to present it here. And that means with that 21 degrees and a slight overcast today, the Michelin tyres not having to work as hard as we have seen at various parts of the season. The track temperature, well, very pleasant for the Michelin race rubber, 24 Celsius. Remember, we've had it knocking on the door of twice that, 50 Celsius at various times during the season. Tyres are not an unlimited resource here, so do you keep a set of tyres for the second race, or do you use them here? Let's head back down to the grid. Bao Jinlong is with Jed.
Hello everyone, we're going to have a little chat with Bao Jinlong from Yongda Racing. Hey, you only have like 7 points behind Lu Wei now, and you're in pole position today. What's your strategy for this weekend?
I just enjoy the race and finish the race. I think I should win.
Yeah. So very confident today, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, congratulations for your pole position today. Good luck to you, okay?
That's the battle in that Pro-Am category, where it really is very, very tight indeed. Here's the starting grid then, confirming Lucky Lo for Toro Racing ahead of championship elect winner. On the second row, Daniel Liu, Wen Long. As the rest of the field goes through, Yuan Bo, he's always a quick starter. Toi Yue and Min Hung on row number 4. On row 5 in Pro-Am, Bao Jinlong, there he is on pole position. Lu Wei sitting in behind for R&B Racing. Bian Ye alongside Gao Yue. Pro-Am, pro drivers rather. There's Ye Am pole sitter, Henry Kwong with Eric Kwong alongside. That's the battle for the championship. New driver Brian Lee takes over the 65 Team KRC car from Zhuzhou. They were meant to be sharing the car pretty much half and half for this season. It hasn't quite worked like that for a number of logistical reasons. But Brian in the car this weekend for the final 2 races. 3-minute board is up. Let's go down to our AM pole sitter.
Joining now is Henry Kwong from Triple H Racing. Hey, are you confident to lock in your championship in AM category now?
Well, definitely I will push hard and give everything to try to defend the pole position. So, well, it's everything is today. So I will try my best. Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Finger crossed. Have a good race today.
9 points the gap between Henry and his brother. Tang Rabin not here this weekend, so will be... I don't think he'll drop out of the top 3, actually. He'll drop from 2nd to 3rd this weekend, but I don't think Jackie Wu will catch him, to be honest. And obviously, Xu Xiao will not be scoring any points, so she will be in 5th position in that Pro-Am Championship. So the final pieces of advice or information being given by the teams to their drivers as we remind ourselves of this 14-corner circuit here at Zhuzhou. 2.34 miles, overtaking spots at the bottom of the hill at turn 3, probably into 5 as well. And then at the end of that short back straight, over 100 feet, 30 metres of elevation change from the bottom of turn 5 up to the top of the hill at turns 11, 12 and 13. And beware, turn 1. That has been an action area, particularly at the start of the race, as you might imagine. It's quite a short run from the start line, and it does narrow down after the apex of the corner. Grid is being cleared. There will be a formation lap, of course. Yuan Bo in the 7.18 from the 3rd row of the grid. very good practice start from Theo Ye, but of course he is on the outside of the front row. It will be Luchello who should be leading them around. Daniel Lu Wenlong, outgoing champion, we can say now, with Lin Kong alongside. Yuan Bo in that 7.18. Zhao Jingdong. So the cars on their formation lap now. Don't think we're going to get any surprise weather conditions. Eric Kwong battling with his brother. And welcome to the championship to Brian Lee. Team KRC. This serpentine track that we have used extensively this season. What a great series it has afforded us. So Jackie Wu then coming round to the end of the formation lap. Talked about all of the championships earlier on. What we didn't talk about, of course, is that prestigious championship for the dealer groups, and that's not quite in the hands of Shunxi Racing yet. BD can steal it from them, but the 777 would have to not finish, and the BD group drivers would have to get 2 wins. So not sure that is going to be prized away from the preeminent team of this season, Shunxi Racing. The chase car pulls into position at the back of the grid for the penultimate time of the season. Round 8 to finish the 2022 season to come. This is round 7. Red lights are on and Zhuzhou, and a great start. Green flag at the back, but the lights had already gone out, and the pole sitter pulls across to his right-hand side and holds on to the lead. Luchello doing a cracking job of defending from the 777. Daniel Lu Wenlong in the blue and silver number 20 as they head down towards turn 3. There was a little touch there from Liu Ye. Can't have the championship taken away from him now. Oh, mistake by the pole sitter, and here comes the 777. Liu Ye off the track. He won't be allowed to advance his position there, and Daniel Lu Wenlong in the 20 goes down the outside, plunging down to the hairpin. Also getting involved there, the white and pink car is the number 22 of Lin Kong. That is one of the BD group cars side by side with our championship winner this year. And from second down to, that's 4th now, isn't it, for Liu Ye. Hasn't finished outside the top 2 on any of the races this season. 6 consecutive victories. A near perfect season. Well, he's going to have to fight now. He's done it from the front, and been all-conquering. I wonder if he's on used tyres. Across the line to complete that one then. Toro Racing going through. Daniel Lu Wenlong sits in second position. That 4-car Porsche GT3 Cup chain, the 992s, down the hill towards turn 3. There was a thought of an overtake there maybe by Liu He. Headlights are on, and those headlights will be important later on. Our second race has been moved up to later on today, so make sure you mark that. And that starts at 5 Beijing time. Work out the time change for yourself. We'll be on the air about 15 minutes before that. And it will be getting dusk at least, if not darker than that. Can't wait to see these cars with the glowing discs at that time of day to finish off our 2022 season. Nice move down the inside the 233. That's Zhang Zhendong for Hev Racing. Daniel Lu Wenlong cleaning his Michelin tyres, weaving around and behind. It's Toyue. If you look a little further back, that next group, Toyue and the 233 of Zhang Zhendong, they're still having their battle. Toyue just leading that next group in the car with the black front end. This is cracking stuff, side by side coming through turn 2. And look at Ewan Bohr coming into this in the 718. Extraordinary drive through. Where's he come from? Well, we know he was on the 3rd row of the grid, and we know he's a good starter, and he's making it 3 wide into turn 3. Up to 4th place, Daniel Lu Wenlong. Well, this is where he came back from and caused the big accident last time we were here, but he gets back on the track without issue this time. And to the front of that group now, Liu Ye in 2nd place, sets off in pursuit of Lo. So gap between the chasing pack and everybody else, and again it's 3 wide. Daniel Lu Wenlong this time in the 20, the black and dark blue car. Round the outside, the number 22 Lincoln of BD Group in the white and silver car follows through. Toyue's right there as well in the 86. Ewan Bohr fighting with Zhang Zhendong. Now there's the inevitable crash. That's Toyue and Daniel Lu Wenlong who've gone around. It was boiling up, wasn't it, at the bottom end of the hill there, coming back to the start-finish line. 11 and 12. Liu Ye's cleared off from this. That's left Ewan Bohr in 3rd place. The 233, sorry, of Yang Dong in the next position. That's 4th. Ba Jinlong is leading the Pro-Am class. Looks like Daniel Lu Wenlong in the Meidong Auto number 20 isn't getting restarted. He gets a tap, more than a tap, wasn't it? That was quite a big hit from Toyue in the 86, the Porsche holding machine. Ewan Bohr trying to follow through there, actually did well to avoid the 2 spinning cars and picked up a couple, maybe 3 positions there with a smart piece of avoidance. I think we might, no, it's left rear suspension damage, Daniel. You're not going to get anywhere there. It's done the upright and probably the drive shaft as well, I'm afraid. We may need the intervention of the safety car, and as I said, here it comes. The Taycan is out 17 laps or 30 minutes. watch out for the yellow flags and the safety car boards at the side of the track, neutralising the race as they come through the start-finish line. I haven't seen that yet. So the safety car is just ahead of them. Now, excellent acceleration from the all-electric Taycan. There's the yellow lights flashing now. Has the leader seen the safety car? Are we going to get everybody checking up? Well, while they come under control of the Taycan, let's have a look at the start. Well, you've got to say it was an absolutely perfect getaway for Luc Helot in the 99. Luc Helot for Toro Racing defended, and Leo Ye's been getting rocket ship starts all year. Ewan Bohr, I said keep an eye out for him, started from the third row. He was up to fifth pretty much straight away. There was a little love tap down at turn 3 the first time between the leaders. Then a mistake on the back chicane by the number 99 of Luc Helot. Brilliant action. It was all going swimmingly well here with 3 wide various parts of the track until Toyue dived down the inside. How lucky was Ewan Bohr not to get picked up by that. So the safety car has picked up the leader. So all of the hard work done at the front of the field by the Toro Racing number 99 comes to nothing, of course, as the lead has gone. Let's check the classes. Bao Xinlong in 6th position for Team Shanghai Hyundai leads Pro Am, and in Am it is Henry Kwong ahead of his brother Eric. That's good for his championship. Can't clinch the championship here. Only 9 points between them, with still 25 to go in the next race. It would look to me as if the Porsche holding number 86 crew have a bit of work to do. Right front of that car, looking a little pre-loved. Certainly not Porsche approved. Another great season for this relatively new race car. Remember, introduced last year, the 992 body shape for the venerable 911. Turns 60, the 911, next year. Yes, I know. Amazing, isn't it? One of the most iconic shapes of any car. Probably the most recognisable sports car in the world. Just over 500 horsepower from the flat 6 normally aspirated engine. Exactly the same engine as you would find in the GT3 street car, the road car. Twin wishbone, double wishbone front suspension. That carries over to the road car as well. Slight difference in the gearbox. This is a racing gearbox here. You get the choice of the Porsche PDK, the double clutch, or a 6-speed manual in the road car. I drove the manual recently, actually, when I was out in America, and my goodness, what a wonderfully well thought out and developed car the GT3 992 is. Basically, the road car is a little more salubrious. You got your sound system and your aircon, not quite as many buttons on the steering wheel, but other than that, the running gear is virtually unchanged from the Cup car, and remarkably it makes a very impressive and comfortable road car. Bao Xinlong then leading in Pro Am, 5 laps down of the 17 or 30 minutes. Red and yellow stripe flag as well as the yellow flag on the front straight, suggesting that there's something on the track that shouldn't be there. Now that could either be debris or potentially some fluid. Henry Kwong leading the AM category for Triple Ace Racing, sitting in 13th position. The car behind him is Eric Kwong, the multicoloured car with the light blue on the front and the white bonnet. It's a Kiddie World racing car. The two racing brothers. Points the difference between those two. And Tang Robin, if you're just joining us, sensational start to his Porsche Carrera Cup career this season. Not here with us for the final two rounds, so he'll drop down to third position in the class, but led for the early part of the season. And what a great comeback it's been from Henry Kwong. Didn't score points in the first race of the season, stranded out on the circuit, and normally a DNF would take you out of the championship standings, but he's come back with podiums and wins in the rest of the season. 3 wins out of the next 5 races. It's taken him to the top of the championship. In the Pro-Am category, Bao Xinlong leading this race. He has to be looking out for where Liu Wei is. There are 7 points between them. Currently, Bao Xinlong is pulling 5 points of that deficit back. So we would go into the final round later on today here at Zhuzhou with just 2 points between first and second in Pro-Am. And that is a smaller points differential than the gap between first and second in points. Safety car lights still on. Suspicion that it was a difficult recovery for Daniel Liu Wenlong because of that broken left rear suspension after the contact initiated by Zhuzhou in the number 86 car. That car did make it back to the pits. Now it looks like the safety car is slowing down just a little bit. Maybe we'll see the lights go out this time around. So after the great start, after the great qualifying and then the great start, Lucelo will have to do it again in that Toro racing car. Very pleasant early afternoon here, 20 minutes before 3 o'clock here at Zhuzhou. Safety car lights are out, so it will be restart this time for half the race being completed. Squeal of the Michelin road tyres from the Taycan as it clears off, and the field now under the control of the pole sitter and still the leader, and he hits the loud pedal early coming through the last chicane, trying to catch Liu Ye a little unawares through the final corner. Then no overtaking before the start finish line. That's a decent restart as the green lights are illuminated once again over the start line on that gantry through into the first complex with what, a car and a half, maybe 2 cars gap from first to second. Liu Ye not used to looking forward through his windscreen and seeing another car there. Used to seeing clear road. He's led so much this year down to turn 3 and down the inside, the 233. That's Xiong Shendong. And he's into 4th position. Lin Kang in the BD group, white and pink car, battling with them 4th and 5th as they came across the line, still 4th and 5th now, and there's a strong manoeuvre into the chicane. That's one of the purple cars. Great livery for Lu Wei. So Lu Wei then going through on Bao Xinlong, and looks like Bao has gone a little bit wide there. Now that's the battle for Pro-Am lead and Pro-Am championship, so need to keep an eye on that, as Lin Kong is battling as well. Top 5 just breaking away. Chun Zhendong defends down the hill into 5 and 6. Cheeky little up the inside manoeuvre there, but that's not going to happen, and the battle for the lead's being turned up as well. Toro from Shunxi. Two great racing teams this year. Through to turn 1, Yuan Bo in 3rd place in the 780. As they come across the line in the battle for Pro-Am, it is Lu Wei for R&B Racing who leads. Oh, big lock up! Lin Kong in the 22, the front Michelin's protesting there in that tricky downhill braking area to turn 3. Now let's look further back at the battle in the other categories. Second of the Toro racing cars coming through there. That's Lu Wei. Oh, a spin! That's Bao Xinlong. That's the... excuse me, it's not. It's Heng Shunzhe. The 17 car. Wow. No Shobi won this weekend, by the way. Notice the number 2 isn't on the timing tower to the left-hand side of the picture. Already mentioned that Tang Robin not here either this weekend. And our 3rd change, at least, as the pass is made on the final corner by Lin Kong, who goes back up into 4th position ahead of the 233 of Yung Zhendong. The 3rd driver change is Brian Lee in the number 65 Team KRC car, taking over from Zhu Xiao. They were supposed to be splitting the season half and half. Hasn't been possible. So Zhu Xiao has done more of the races this year, but Brian in for the final couple of rounds here at Zhuzhou. A little bit of breathing space at the front of the field as into the pits for that number 17 car. Hong should say it. C and D, white, red and blue machine up on its jacks there as the mechanics were having a look at the front of the field. As I say, a little bit of a breathing space being eked out by Toro Racing driver number 99, Luke Hiller. Oh, and out. Hong should say is back out now. So after that spin and the trip across the infield curbs at the back chicane, but will have dropped all the way down. Daniel Liu Wenlong out of the race. Toi Yue out of the race. And looks like there's been a problem as well for Gao Yujie. Gao Yujie for Team Jebsen, the championship winning team from last year. Also off the pace at the back of the field. So into the second half of the race. And still at the front of the field The battle continues between Luke Hello and Leo Ye, with Yuan Bo in third position. Then that quality battle for fourth and fifth between Lin Kong and Zhang Zhengdong. Yuan Bo in the 718, just ahead of those battling pair of Lin Kong and Zhang Zhendong. Must keep an eye on the battle for 6th and 7th overall. The Toro Racing 99 with that chrome red front end coming on the start-finish line now, and in behind that was the 66 car of Min Hung. So it looks like Lu Wei has just got a little bit of a lead now on Bao Xinlong in second in that battle. 6th, 7th and 8th is where the battle for Pro-Am is, and 11th, 12th and 13th, and it's the sibling rivalry, internecine battle between Henry and Eric Kwong for the Am race win and indeed the title. Unless Eric doesn't finish in the second of those two cars going down the hill now, Henry can't win the championship in today's first race. It will go to the final race later on this afternoon. And again, if you missed that, that's been moved up from tomorrow. That is at 5 o'clock Beijing time today here at Zhuzhou. Now, you wouldn't want to see these two come together, would you? That could be a difficult flat family dinner tomorrow night. Championship on the line. No Tang Ruben between them. He's not here this weekend. Yuan Bo in third position at the moment with the number 22, the white and pink car of Lin Kong for BD Group, sitting in his wheel tracks at the moment. Closest battle on the circuit. 17 laps and 13 have been completed, or half an hour. And we've had 25 minutes of race time with a 1 minute 40 lap. We might not get to 17 here, so keep an eye on that. That intervention of the Taycan safety car to recover Daniel Lu Wenlong. That broken rear suspension caused when Toy Yue ran into him down at the bottom of the hill. Looks like Zhang Zhendong is dropping off that battle for the last podium position in the overall. It's been a good run this by Yuan Bo. He's promised a lot all season, hasn't always delivered. Very good off the line. His clutch control has been outstanding, and he raced through in the early running here, avoiding the accident that took out Daniel Lu Wenlong, our outgoing champion. That put him well up the field. Jackie Wu just going across the line now, and behind him the number 65. There's Jackie Wu going through turns 1 and 2. He'll be fourth in the championship this year in the AM class, and Brian Lee in the Team KRC machine, taking that car over from Xu Xiao, who's raced it in the early part of the season. quite able to close down on Jackie. Seems as though that KRC car has it's got more colours on it every time we look at it. Started the season here, pretty much all white. Now a black car with some purple on it as well. Let's head back to the fight that's going on for the final step of the box. Third position in dispute at the moment. Holding it is the 780 Yuan Bo for Changtong Auto. Wanting it is the BD Racing number 22 driver in the white and pink car, and that's Lin Kang for BD Group. One of the Absolute Racing run cars. They run a number here. Li Chao in the Better Life car, running in 10th as well. It's another one of theirs. I thought Lin Kang had just dropped off the pace a little bit, but he's now fought his way back. Not quite to striking distance yet, but not a million miles off. Any mistake by Yuan Bo. They can see the leaders ahead of him. You can't miss the 777. That's such a bright highlight, the yellow colour. And that gap's only half a second as well. Meantime, Bao Xinlong is pulling back on Lu Wei in the battle for 6th and 7th. Also the Pro-Am lead and championship battle too. That's down to under a second. Where are we? Lead has gone through. We should get the 17 in. 28.5 minutes gone now. Just keep an eye open when they come round next time and see when Luc Hello goes through the line. So the top 5 in the pro category, and Lu Wei and Bao Xinlong fighting for Pro-Am, the leaders. Still almost tied together with an invisible bungee cord. It was 6/10, it's now a little more than that. That looks closer to a second, doesn't it, on the far side of the track, through the chicane. Cresting the rise. Nearly 30 metres difference between the lowest point of the circuit and the highest here at Zhuzhou. Really technical circuit. A little bit of something for everybody. You like a heavy braking area to a sharp corner. We've got a couple of those, one right-handed at 3, and on the far side of the circuit, another one left-handed into a hairpin. Like faster corners, try turn 2, turn 4. Even a long straight down from turn 3 to 4. And then on the back straight again, a downhill braking area into the final chicane, 12 and 13, which is where the leaders are now. I think they might get the checkered flag here as they come through. Time has run out. Yes, they will. So through they come. So we didn't quite get the full distance. And Lu Kilo then converts from his first pole position to take his first win, and the incredible winning streak of Liu Ye, Shunxi Racing, 6 consecutive races from the start of the season, finally comes to an end on the final race weekend of the 2022 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Now something went wrong with, oh there he is, Lin Kang, because he dropped a position, and now this, what a shame for the BD Racing team and for Lin Kang, because he was running so well in 4th position. That's allowed Yu Wei through, and that's important. So what happened there? So Lu Wei is 4th and wins Pro-Am ahead of Bao Xinlong and Min Hung. In the Am category, Henry Kwong wins from Eric Kwong with Jackie Wu in third position. First podium, I think, for Jackie there this season. So it's taken till the final round of the year for Liu Ye to be beaten. What a great race for Liu Kei-lo. 2 pole positions this weekend, and the Toro Racing team have their first victory for 2022. What a shame for Min Hung then, for Lin Kang, excuse me, in the 22. Absolute despair. That was a nailed-on 4th position. So your podium will be Liu Kei-lo from Liu Ye. He will celebrate being confirmed as champion by standing on the podium. And then Zheng Zhendong gets a podium for Racing. In Pro-Am, a significant and important victory, 4th overall for Liu Wei ahead of Bao Jinlong and Min Heng. And Eric Kwong has to give best to his brother, so that's an extra 5-point lead now for Henry Kwong. And I reckon with only 4 cars in the class, he has tied up the championship with that. Needs to start the final race to get some points. Down in the pit lane, Toro Racing teammate has come to find him. Very nice touch there. So for the first time this year, Jade's got somebody different to talk to down in Parc Fermé. And it's Liu Kei-lo, confirmed as the winner by just on half a second from Liu Ye. Then Zheng Zhendong on the podium. Liu Ye takes a very creditable 4th position with the demise of Lin Kang on the final lap of the race. Bao Jinlong will be 2nd in that tight fight for Pro-Am ahead of Min Hung will be on the podium. And as far as the Am category is concerned, another top step for Henry Kwong ahead of Eric in 2nd, Eric Kwong in 2nd, and Jackie Wu in 3rd position. It's not been a good second half of the season, has it, for Daniel Liu Wenlong? Penalties, accidents and non-finishes. The defending champion has not ended the 2022 season, I'm sure, the way he would have wanted to do. Well, first pole position for Toro and for Liu Kei-lo. Absolutely nailed it off the start. Got that done, had to defend a little bit from Liu Ye. And then the intervention of the safety car for that incident between Toi Yue and Daniel Liu Wenlong. So then had to do it again from the safety car restart. Acquitted himself brilliantly, and a worthy winner for Jade to speak to down in Parc Fermé. He's broken the winning streak the record-breaking winning streak of Liu Ye and Zhuzhou Racing. And he's gone to be congratulated by everybody, I think, at the moment. That'll be very popular. Nice to see a new winner. Nothing against Liu Ye and Zhuzhou Racing. They've done a fantastic job this year. Didn't need to win today. Championship was his anyway. Couldn't be caught. Could be tied but not caught, but he would have won on count back. I think we've lost our winning driver. There he is. He's fought his way back down to the front of Parc Fermé. Word as well for third place. Zheng Shendong Racing. With that fantastic anime livery. Well, the winning streak had to end for Liu Ye. It has done. Here's Jade.
Congratulations, Luo Kailuo. Your first pole to win today. How do you feel? I know you're very excited at the beginning already.
Yeah, it feels fantastic. Thanks, Toro Racing gave me a good car, and in the start I did some mistake, but actually, but fortunately I have the precision and poor Leo maybe 4 seconds. But after the safety car comes out, my gap is loose. But actually I have pace and just maybe 1.1, 1.2, maybe faster than Leo per lap, and finally we win.
Yeah. Congratulations. So what's your goal for the next race?
Yeah, I want to win also, actually. Yeah, let's see what's happening in the next race. Yep.
Okay, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. Very good. You never forget your first win. And that, with Lin Kong not finishing. Now, did he get across the line? That's the question. No, I've got him in fifth, yes. But he closed the gap. That's net fourth, isn't it? So it closed the gap on Lin Kang. It was 21 points. So he's going to close that down considerably. But with that result, he is putting himself in an opportunity to be in second position. Let's move through to Pro-Am.
Congratulations, Lu Wei. How do you feel about winning today? Is it like a really tight fight for you?
Yeah, today I already gave up for the championship. Just want to have fun because I messed up in the qualifying session. I lock up a tire. Yeah, so just try my best and have fun. And everybody was racing really cleanly. We have no scratch. It was a good race. Yeah. So looking forward to the next one in an hour.
Okay. Congratulations again. Yeah, looking forward to your next race. Thank you very much.
And he gives himself another 5 points advantage over Bajin Long, who did finish second. So that will stretch from 7 to 12 points. I'm not sure who got the fastest lap there. Who got the pole? That was Bao, wasn't it? All right, so that's still going to go at the final round in Pro-Am in an hour's time. And also extending his lead, Henry Kwong.
Congratulations, Henry. How do you feel about today's race?
Thank you. Today's was very intensive, and well, my brother competitor is like following me, and the safety car and a few accident in the front. So luckily we passed through that. So it's a very intensive race. So hopefully we'll keep it the same way, like bring it back home and like win for the championship. Yeah.
So we will push even harder for the race next hour.
Yes, of course, it's the last race of the season. Of course, we need to push very hard. Yep.
Okay, congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And he then increases his lead from 9 points to 14 points over his brother Eric in second, who goes into second place in the championship as well, because Tang Rubber not here this weekend. So Eric now into second place in the championship. All right, let's look back on the action. So now we know what happened to Lin Kang for BD Group. Contact with the 718 on that last lap. Not too far away from the podium. Remember, we've got another race today, the final race of the 2022 Porsche Carrera Cup Championship season, and still championships to be decided in Pro-Am and Am. So make sure you join us in just under an hour here at Zhuzhou for that.
That's welcome. Third place, Zhang Zhendong
waiting for the formalities to begin. I think we can say now as well that
second,
Zhuzhou Racing
from Jungjie Racing.
Jungjie Racing have won
and
the
our winner goes
Dealer
to
Cup as well.
Luo Tai Luo from Toro Racing. And the Dealer Trophy winner is Toro Racing. Now we are glad to invite Ms. Charlotte Chen, Senior Counsel Finance and Regulation, PMAP, to present the winner trophy and dealer trophy. And again, we have to invite Ms. Charlotte Chen, Senior Counsel Finance and Regulation, PMAP, to present the second place trophy. Okay, now we're glad to invite Mr. Ben Ma, Director Motorsport Michelin Asia Pacific, to present the third place trophy. Okay, let's have a group photo together. Please raise your trophies. So, it's champagne time.
Well, no surprises to me that Liu Ye got the champagne cork out quickest. He's got the most practice, hasn't he, this year? Well done. And no drinking of the champagne, of course, because these guys are back on duty in under an hour's time. So they don't really want to have smelly, wet race suits either. So that was the overall, and we can confirm that our 2022 champion is Liu Ye, and that victory, I reckon, this is all unofficial, of course, I reckon Zhuzhou Racing are the dealer group champions as well, ahead of now Toro might have just pulled up in the second there. It'll be close.
For the Pro-Am class, let's welcome third place, Min Heng from Toro Racing. Second place, Bao Jinglong from Team Shanghai Yongda. And our winner, Lu Wei from RMB Racing.
Extends his lead in the championship. That's important. Extra 5 points now.
Now we are glad to invite Ms. Charlotte Chen, Senior Counsel Finance and Regulations PMAP, to present the winner trophy. We're glad to invite Ms. Charlotte Chan, Senior Counsel Finance and Regulations, PMAP, to present the second place trophy. And now we're glad to invite Mr. Ben Mart, Director, Motorsports, Michelin Asia Pacific, to present the third place trophy. Let's have a group photo together.
So that championship will go down to the final round later on this afternoon, 5 o'clock Beijing time. So we're only 3/4 of an hour away from that, so we're not going to get a lot of time to do the turnaround.
Champagne time! Woo! Congratulations
pulled
for our winners.
Liu Wei really pulled it out of the bag there after a not great qualifying session, raced up through the field. Move on to the AM category now. It'll be Jackie Wu in third, second Eric Kwong, and with that will go into second position in the championship behind his brother Henry Kwong, winner today and extending his lead at the top of the championship. Here they come.
For the M class, let's welcome third place, Jackie Wu. Second place, Eric Kwong from Kitty World Racing. And our winner is Henry Kwong from Triple Ace Racing.
As always, Henry.
Now we are glad to invite Ms. Charlotte Chan, Senior Counsel Finance and Regulations PMAP, to present the winner trophy. Again, we're gonna invite Ms. Charlotte Chan, Senior Counsel Finance and Regulations, PMAP, to present the second place trophy. And now, we are glad to invite Mr. Ben Ma, Director of Motorsports, Michelin Asia Pacific, to present the third place trophy. So now let's have a group photo together. Our drivers and our guests, please raise your trophies. Okay, now it's time for champagne.
Slightly subdued champagne spraying, and not spraying it on each other because, of course, again, they've got to be back in their cars in probably about 10 or 15 minutes, actually. Pitley and Oatman's in, no, a little bit more than that, actually. We're not a million miles away, are we? So, our penultimate round of the championship, we've seen one champion crowned. 2 championships for the drivers still to be decided. Pro-Am and Am could go either way. Congratulations to Leo Ye. He's tied up the overall and the Pro Championship. But in Pro-Am, it's Lu Wei versus Bao Xinlong. And in Am, it's the battle of the brothers. Henry Kwong and Tang Robin. Join us later.
On the road to victory, we compete with the best, with ourselves. Making the most of every second, every corner. We fight, we push the limits. Be it sweat or tears, barriers or curves, together we race, and stronger we rise.
Five lights will illuminate when they go out.
2022 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia begins now.